Yo guys, Rethink Solutions here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can significantly improve your FPS as well as lower your latency by a bunch by tweaking the NVIDIA control panel settings. So if you guys want improved performance in Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 4 as well as your other games, keep watching. Let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, so the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is head over to the link that's going to be in the description below, and it's going to go ahead and bring you guys to the Rethink Solutions NVIDIA Tweak Pack. So as soon as you guys are here, I want you guys to look in the bottom right here and click on this little gray free access button. You guys are going to go ahead and click on this, and it's going to take you to the media file link where we can download the file. If you guys do run into any ads or anything, just go ahead and follow the instructions that are on the screen. That'll be extremely simple. Some of you may have it, some of you may not have to do that, and some of you may just be brought here automatically. But if you do have to do it, just follow the instructions on the screen, click through the ad, and the download link will be here. So guys, I want you guys to go ahead and click on the download button once you're brought to the MediaFire page. And you can go ahead and save this to your desktop by clicking in the top left by quick access. Let's go ahead and click on save. After this, let's go ahead and click on the top right, and you can close your browser out if you guys would want, or you can minimize it. So once you're from here, if you guys don't see the zip file here when you do drag it out, sometimes it might be glitch. You guys can right click the screen and click on refresh and it should pop up, but some of you might already have it here. So either way is perfectly fine. Now guys, I want you to double left click the zip folder, and I want you guys to go ahead and drag this folder out to your desktop that's inside of it. So as you guys can see, we now have extracted the Rethink Solutions NVIDIA Tweak Pack. Now, the first thing we're going to go ahead and do, guys, before we jump into these settings, is we're going to go ahead and right click our desktop screen, and we're going to open up the NVIDIA control panel, and we're going to tweak these settings first. So let's jump into it. So after we do open the NVIDIA control panel up, guys, I want you guys to click on Manage 3D Settings in the top left here, and you guys are going to be brought with the Manage 3D Settings menu. I want you guys to not be on global settings, but actually click on program settings. And now I want you guys to go ahead and click the little add button that's going to be right here by the one select the program to customize. Click the little add button to the right of it. And now I want you guys to scroll down and look for Fortnite. So if you guys have recently played Fortnite, you guys will see it here. But otherwise, you guys might have to go to browse and go to wherever your Fortnite is located. So mine's going to be here, binaries win64, and then you would put the exe in there if you don't automatically see it there. So either way works, guys, but if you do play Fortnite often, you should most likely see it here. So go ahead and select Fortnite, guys, and I want you guys to click at the bottom, click add selected program. So boom, once you guys have done this, let's go ahead and configure these NVIDIA control panel settings. So we're going to start with image scaling. We're going to go ahead and turn this off, as that's not something we want on. Anti-stropic filtering, we're going to go ahead and turn this off. As Fortnite is already pretty heavy on the CPU, we do not want anything external being involved graphically to just decrease our FPS and make our input delay higher. It's definitely not what we want on. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Anti-aliasing FXAA, turn this off. Anti-aliasing gamma correction, I've noticed it can mess with the FPS as well as the image of the game. So go ahead and turn gamma correction off. Anti-aliasing mode, I want you guys to go ahead and click on it and turn this off. You guys are going to scroll down and see anti-aliasing transparency. Turn this off. Make sure anti-aliasing setting is on none as well. Background application max frame rate, keep this off. CUDA GPUs, make sure this is on all, guys. Go ahead and select use these GPUs and make sure your graphics card is selected and everything is selected, and you can just click OK and you'll be good there. Low latency mode, guys. I want you guys to turn this on. Now, for some of you, Ultra might be better, so you guys can actually test between on and Ultra, and for some of you, even off might work the best, but I definitely do recommend having this on, even if you do have on plus boost on inside of your game. So I would definitely play around with on low latency mode or Ultra, or if it feels better off, keep this off. So you guys can definitely try out all three. I personally do use on, as I've found that is what feels the best for my computer. So I'm going to keep this on for low latency mode. Max frame rate, we're going to keep this off, guys, as Fortnite caps its FPS within the game. You do not want any external program capping your FPS, as that's going to result in worse FPS, actually. So we're going to keep this off because Fortnite has its own. Multi-frame sampled AA, keep this off. We don't need it. Open GL GDI compatibility. Click on Prefer Performance. If it's on auto, make sure that's on Prefer Performance. OpenGL rendering GPU, I want you guys to select the graphics card you have. So I have a 2070 Super, so I'm going to click on that. Power management mode. This is the super important one. I want you guys to have this on prefer maximum performance. It's pretty much going to maintain the card at its maximum performance. So pretty much that your Fortnite is going to be running absolutely fantastic, especially when this is on max performance. So keep this on max performance for power management mode. Preferred refresh rate, we want to be playing at the highest available hertz our monitor can produce, so keep this at highest available. Anti-stropic sample option, I want you guys to actually turn this on, which is going to help FPS a bit for sure. So you guys can go ahead and go to negative load BIOS. I want you guys to put this on allow for higher performance. Texture filtering quality, if you guys care the most about performance, I highly recommend putting this on high performance. And the graphics will look still absolutely fine, but it is going to help your FPS and latency a ton. Texture filtering trilinear optimization, I want you guys to turn this on for higher performance. Threaded optimization, I want you guys to make sure that this is on. Triple buffering, make sure this is off. Vertical sync, please make sure that vertical sync is off in your NVIDIA control panel and inside of your game. Virtual reality pre-rendered frames, keep this on 1 as that's going to give you the best latency. And Vulkan OpenGL preset method, you guys can keep this on use global setting auto. After this, guys, I want you guys to go ahead and look in the bottom right and click on the apply button. After that's been done, guys, the settings are going to go ahead and save, and you should see everything in bold from everything that you've changed. Now, I want you guys to click on Configure Surround PhysX right underneath the Manage 3D settings. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and click on PhysX settings to the right, and I want you guys to make sure the processor is on your graphics card, and you're going to click Apply in the bottom right again. From there, guys, I want you guys to go to Change Resolution, and please make sure that you guys are on your resolution that you would want to be playing. And you guys can also make sure that the refresh rate is the highest as well. So some of you for 1080p might be on this one up here, and it's only capped at 60 hertz. But if you scroll down, you have the PC section. Make sure you're always in the PC section. You have 1080p, and as you can see, my 240 hertz is here. So make sure you guys do have a resolution selected in the PC section, as it's going to make sure your refresh rate is going to be the highest available. After this, guys, go ahead and hit apply, and click yes. When I ask you to apply the changes. Adjust desktop color settings. If you guys want to play with gamma correction, it's something I like to play with, or digital vibrance, excuse me, not gamma correction. You guys can go ahead and turn this up. I like to play like 65. You guys can do like 70, or you can actually keep this completely off. Up to you guys. So this is a really important one as well, guys. Make sure you're playing on your monitor's native resolution. Even if you guys did do stretch res, make sure you guys did it through the CRU tool so that the stretch res is your native resolution. So I want you guys to put this on no scaling. So if you guys are on your native resolution, you should not have black bars at all if you do this. So click on no scaling and uncheck the override scaling mode set by games and programs box. Make sure this is unchecked and make sure you have no scaling selected, and then click apply. This, guys, is going to help your game feels so much better and so much more responsive, guys. This is a huge setting that a lot of people don't know about, so make sure that this is on no scaling, guys, and make sure that this box is unchecked. So, guys, I want you guys to go ahead and click apply one more time if you need to, and then you guys can go ahead and close the NVIDIA control panel. From there, we can go ahead and jump into the Rethink Solutions NVIDIA Tweak Pack. Let's go ahead and double left click it. So after we've opened it up, guys, we currently do have the programs here. I want you guys to go ahead and open up the nsudo folder. Then I want you guys to look for the nsudo lg.exe. I want you guys to right click it and run it as administrator. After this, guys, I want you to drag it out to the right so you can see your Rethink Solutions Tweak Pack and your nsudo. And I want you guys to click the top left arrow to go back to the screen with all the exes here. Now, guys, on your nsudo to the right, I want you to tick on enable all privileges. And we're going to be dragging folders into this open section here. Now, guys, this is a huge step. I want you guys to click on the device cleanup.exe. I want you guys to drag it over into the open box in nsudo. After this, I want you guys to go ahead and click on run. And you guys are going to see a bunch of old devices that are being used. I've recently cleared mine, so you guys aren't going to see mine, but you guys might have a plethora of devices here that's just eating up your RAM and eating up pretty much CPU usage that's for devices that's not even being utilized. So I want you guys to go ahead and click on devices at the top, and you guys are going to click select all. Once again, you guys might have a whole bunch of devices, so everything will highlight blue. Then you guys will click devices again and click remove selected. And after you've done that, you guys should be empty, just like mine. After this, I want you guys to go ahead and close the device cleanup tool. And I want you guys to jump into the MSI utility v3.exe. This is a super important tool, which is going to make sure that your graphics card is not being capped out and making sure that it's giving all the performance that you've paid for, pretty much. So I want you guys to go ahead and drag the MSI utility v3.exe into the open section, just like we did last time, and click run again. Now guys, you guys are going to see the MSI mode utility program open up, and I want you guys to look for your graphics card name. Now, I currently do have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, so I'm going to go ahead and left click it and make sure it's highlighted blue. So whatever graphics card you guys have, go ahead and left click it and make sure it's highlighted blue. Now, I want you guys to look to the right of it in the third row here, and you guys are actually going to see this little MSI box here. I want you guys to make sure that this is checked. So make sure that this box is check marked, guys. Do not leave this empty. Make sure that the MSI box is checked right next to your graphics card, and make sure that interrupt priority to the right is on undefined. After that, I want you guys to go ahead and click apply, and it's going to make sure that you guys' game is going to be running so much better. This is an extremely important tool. Now you guys can go ahead and close this out, and I want you guys to go ahead and click on the Windows 32 priority separated.exe. Now I want you guys to go ahead and drag it over into the sudo open section like we did the last ones, and click run. Now you can go ahead and click OK. And after this, guys, this is pretty much going to determine how smooth and snappy your game feels on a Windows foreground base. So I'm going to give you guys the best values that you guys can try out. There is no best value. Just try out all of them that I'm going to name here in just a moment and see what runs best on your PC, as it does vary per hardware. So you guys can try out 2A. You guys can try out 28. You guys can try 26. You guys can try 1A. You guys can try 16. You guys can try 7777. You guys can try quadruple F3F91, which is the one I personally use. And you guys can try triple F9887. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the one I want to use, which is going to be the quadruple F3F91 hex. And I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And it's going to bring me with this message saying value change. Your Windows 32 priority separation has been set to the one I just selected, which is the quadruple F3F91. Whatever one you guys selected, it'll say this here, and just go ahead and click on OK. Go ahead and click on close, guys. And since we are running everything through in sudo, your window is going to be recognizing all these changes with the highest privileges. Now, guys, I want you guys to go ahead and close everything out here. And you guys can go ahead and restart your computer. As soon as you open it back up, you guys can hop right on Fortnite, get to slamming on some kids, hitting some nasty clips, and hopefully you guys start placing in some tournaments. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.